Hi. So, as you already know that in the last class we have discussed about the properties of whole number. But now what we are going to do is that we are just going to solve some questions from the exercise number 2.2 grade 6th chapter 2 whole numbers. Okay. So let me write that first question because these questions are quite what to say, not tricky but they are easy. You just need to learn the concept once, then you will be able to solve everything properly. What I'm going to do is that I'm not solving the question number 1 and question number 2 completely. I'm just solving one or two parts so that you will be able to solve other parts by yourself. That will be better. So if I'm writing the first question number 1 says that the sum, find out the sum by using suitable rearrangement. Rearrangements. Okay, first part is 837 plus 208 plus 363. It is exercise number 2.2. Okay. So what I need to do is that I need to do suitable arrangement. Rearrangements means if I want, I can switch their places. The order of the addition does not matter because under which property it is coming under the property of commutative. Commutative means the order of addition or subtraction doesn't matter. If I want, I can add these two first, I can add these two first, or I can add these two first. It doesn't matter because commutative, or I can say that whole numbers are commutative under addition and multiplication. Good. So, how I can make the calculation easy here? See, if I'm adding 7 plus 8 or the unit terms, I'm taking that number at ones place, 3, 8 and 7. In the case of addition and subtraction, I'm taking these three. Now, what I can do? See, if I'm adding 7 plus 8, it is becoming 15, it's not coming 0. But if I'm adding 7 and 3, it is becoming somewhat near to 0, 10. 7 plus 3, 10, right? I'm getting some number which is coming as 0 at the end. So let us do that. 837 plus 363 plus 208. This is the commutative property. I am just changing the order of addition, it doesn't matter. Now I'm adding these two first. In the rough column, if I'm adding 837 plus 363, what it will become? 3 plus 7, 0, carry 1, 6 plus 4, 10, 0, carry 1, 8 and 1, 9, 9 and 3, 12. So it is coming as 1200 plus 208. See, now it's easier to add these two digits. 8 and 0, 8, 0, 0, 0, 2 and 2, 4 and 1. Answer will be like that. So it's quite easy, right? Let us check the part B also if you want. Part B also. 1962 plus 453 plus 1538 plus 647. 647. Now again what I will do here, I will check the unit places or the ones places like 2, 3, 8 and 7, which I can add to get 10 at the last. If I am adding 2 plus 8, I am getting 10. So I will write 1962 plus 1538. These two I will add together plus 453 plus 647 together because 3 and 7 will also give me 10. I am adding these two. 2 plus 8, 0 means 10. Carry 1. 6 plus 1, 4, 4 and 3. 6 plus 1, 7, 7 and 3, 10, 0 again carry 1. 9 and 1, 10, 10 and 5, 15, carry 1. Then 1 and 1, 2, 2 and 1, 3. I hope you are able to add them in a line itself, like how I am adding. See how I am adding here? 3 plus 7, 10, 0, carry 1. 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 0, again carry 1. 4 plus 1, 5, 5 and 6, 11. Now add it. 0, 0, 0, 0. Two zeros will come at the last. 5 plus 1, 6, 3 plus 1, 4. This will be my answer. I hope it is clear, right? See the second question. Question number 2. Question number 2 says that find out the product. Question number 2 says that find out the product by using suitable rearrangement. Here also what I will do, I will try to multiply those numbers by which after multiplying I am getting some more like 100, 10,000, 2,000, something like that. Okay. A1. 2 into 100, sorry, it is 1768 into 50. See, here how I can do that rearrangement. If I am multiplying this and this, again a difficult number, and again multiply by 50. If I am multiplying this and this, it's also quite difficult. But if I am multiplying 2 and 50, 50 into 2, like 2 into 50, put here equals to into 1768. What is 2 into 50? Everyone knows that 100 into 1768. Then if 2 zeros are coming here, just put the 2 zeros here. 0, 0. This will be my answer. See, without doing anything, without even trying to, without taking too much time, without even doing that much effort, and we are getting the answer. So this is easier, right? In the B part also, B part is 4 into 166 into 25. Then try to multiply 25 into 4. Then you will get the answer. Let us see that C part. C part. C part says that 8 into 291 into 125 into 125. Here what I am doing is that I am multiplying 8 into 125, because after doing a little bit of practice you will be able to understand that 8 into 125 is always equals to 1000 into 291. Then 3 zeros, simply 291000. That much only, right? It's easy. Then see that D part I'm not doing. Let's see the E part. E part. E part says that 285 into 5 into 60 into 5 into 60. What I can do here? Here you have again options, because you can do these two first or you can do other things. Better I can do these two first. Then it will be 285 into 5 into 6, 30, and one more zero, that is 300. Then multiplying any number, okay, if I want, can I write this as 285 into 3 into 100? Because 3 into 100 is also 300, right? Yes, good. So now it's easy. 285 into 3. Just multiply it. Multiply in the line itself, like how I'm doing. 3 into 5. 3 5s are 15. Carry 1. 3 8s are 24 plus 1, 25. Carry 2. 3 2s are 6. 6 and 2, 8. Then these two zeros. That will be your answer. Right? It's easy. Always it is easier to do that. Let's see the F part also. Let's see F part. 125 into 40 into 8 into 25. See, one thing I will say you, here you can do 125 into 8 and 40 into 25. Usually the numbers up to grade 6 are coming in that way, that the first number should be multiplied by the third number, the first number should be multiplied by the third number, and second number should be multiplied by the fourth number. It is just like my trick, which is almost 95% true in all the cases. 120 means first number should be multiplied by the third and second number should be multiplied by the fourth. If you are following that, that also is okay. 125 into 8 into 40 into 25. Actually, it is not a written rule anywhere. It is not written in any textbook, but I am saying that on my own experience. I have seen many hundreds of questions, but almost all the questions are having the same values. So the same rule that first number should be multiplied by the third and second should be multiplied by the fourth. Okay. So 125 into 8 is 1000 into, what is 25 into 400, and one more 0, 1000. Then 1000 into 1000, then 1 2 3, then 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 3 and 3. That means 10 lakh. I hope these two questions are clear for you, right? I am doing only two questions today. In the next video, let us try to make third, fourth and fifth question also. Up to that time, do all these in your notebooks, prepare well, do the remaining parts also, and ask the doubts if you have. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Up to that time, bye bye.